Hello and welcome, you beautiful meerkats. It is me, Donald. I forgot his name for a second. We're just gonna get right back on into it. Forget about what just happened. We're really excited. We're gonna have this one's gonna be a lot more chill. Just as a lot of this is gonna be doing with dialogue, as we're gonna have a good old time, just being a good guy, quote unquote, and helping the goblins find those filthy devils and druid people.
You one of those moonrise types then? Your kind usually don't deal with Boss Ragslin and Priestess Gut. Guessing you're after Minthara. Could be her blood by the looks of you.
Yes, I definitely look like Minthara, with my green hair and my beautiful complexion.
She's through the main doors.
Yeah, so right now what we're doing is we're just going to be getting the brand of the Absolute, because we are part of the Absolute gang, bro. And honestly, there's not a lot of consequences of getting the brand, because you could show it and not show it anytime you want. So, most NPCs won't even care.
Here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
Again, yeah, so most of the time when a NPC catches you for being part of the Absolute, it's because you're tadpole and not because of the brand. So there's really no point in trying to not get the brand, because it's another way to show the Absolute that you're with them. And there are certain weapons, most of which are bugged, but there are certain weapons that if you don't have the brand of the Absolute, you don't get the bonuses for. But most of them are bugged right now. And you get the bonus regardless, just for being part of just for having the worm in your head. I don't know how it changes, but I know for the fact for Act 1 and Act 2, when you get most of your absolute weapons, you don't have to worry about it because it doesn't actually matter, because you will get the bonuses still.
The vision dissolves away. You stand before the Goblin Priestess in the temple once again. Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with the dialogue options for that, because most of the time, you will have a private audience with her, and then you'll kill her, obviously.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Oh, a drow. I didn't see you there. Please, if you want to have a try. Oh, of course. There's weapons in the fire if you want them. We'll leave you to it.
It's time to do our due diligence.
Come, Grush. Let's go. I don't think I got the stomach for this.
You know what's so funny is I went up to him and I talked to the NPC because I'm a nice person, and he for some reason thinks I'm gonna save him. I don't know, like, if it's just because I look like such a kind individual. I think it's the hair. I really do. I think when people see my hair, they see their mother. I think that's what it is, because everyone just tells me everything without an ounce of trust needed. Which is amazing.
But The goblins got him.
I don't need any of his dialogue
They
options
said they eat him.
because he is
Please,
useless.
please. He's shackled.
But I'm still gonna deal with it because
I don't want to die.
why not? I don't mind dealing with
Halsin,
the dialogue for this one.
I don't know.
And yeah, I mean,
He
most of the
changed
time,
into a bear,
most of this dialogue
but
doesn't matter because you can
I
find
lost
them
sight of him.
anyway. If you're
I
just
don't
trying
know
to
if
make
he's
a
still alive.
beeline, you ask this guy,
That's
but
all
most of
I
the time
know.
you just either free him or kill him.
Please.
And
Get me out
obviously,
of
you
here.
know what we're gonna do. We're gonna torture him, which we can't
No.
because
no,
he just
please.
shares us the information
Please.
without even
They'll
caring.
kill me.
Again, I don't know why. He just shares like all the information. I then struggle for a little bit because I'm trying to figure out how to kill him because I'm like, okay, well, why is this not working? And then I just try my abilities. I'm trying everything to try to like hover over him. I finally find one that works, and then that's Liam. Rip Liam. I'll miss Liam. Well, with my good deed out of the way, I'm just now gonna head over to this freak, and if you want to, you could get a buff from him, which is permanent until you die and then are revived. So obviously, just don't die. Be better. Be like me. I haven't died once in my whole life, and I'm still alive, which is crazy, right? But yeah, so you want to, if you want the buff, you just talk to him and like say like, yeah, torture me, daddy. I mean, torture me, Aldurak. But I'm not going with that because it's really weird and I don't like it. And I'm evil, but that doesn't mean I'm a freak, you know? So, you know, just because you're evil doesn't mean you gotta be into some weird stuff, you know? So remember that, guys. Like, if you're evil, you know, go ahead and do what you gotta do, but don't be into weird stuff. That's just weird. You don't want to be a weirdo if you're evil. You want to be a charismatic devil if you're evil. Most of this dialogue, it's just you could do this, and then he will say like, "Oh, want me to hurt you?"
What I see in your eyes, in your soul, is only natural.
Yeah, I know. I'm a natural born.
We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish.
Well, I mean, not really,
Please,
because I love
let me
pain and anguish. I love
alleviate
doing it to other people,
this pain.
not from a, you know, myself kind of standpoint. No. I'm more of the
A pity
I send
you
an
would have
army
known
to
such
inflict the
sweet
pain and
relief
suffering on
at
you.
my hands.
I don't prefer to do it myself, right? I'm an
Should you
instigator.
realize
That's
you
it.
need my
That's what I am.
assistance,
So
come
I think
back.
Donald J. Rump,
I'll be waiting.
not the other one. Donald J. Rump is a instigator. He doesn't do it himself. There's also a ritual dagger here on the table to his right. You can't steal it because there's all these guards here, so you just kind of, you know, if you're gonna go with that, you do that. Afterwards, I go over here and I just, you know, go talk to Gribbo. Probably my favorite NPC in probably most of the game. I think Gribbo is just such a fantastic NPC that honestly should get their own game. The story of Gribbo. Personally, that's what I think. But, you know, I was in the lead game developers. But Larian Studios, if you ever watch this video and you're thinking about a sequel, Baldur's Gate 4, make it about Gribbo. Gribbo needs to be the star. It's Gribbo. And she finds Volo again, so Volo could also be part of the game, right? Because you gotta connect it. So this is like after the facts, right? So Gribbo finds Volo, and they fall in love together. But then an evil wizard, maybe the wizard that is friends with Gale, finds them and is jealous of their love, so he steals Volo for himself. And so the whole adventure is Gribbo trying to, you know, find friends to save him because he's a really powerful wizard. And you know, it's not necessarily a bad playthrough, but it could become bad if you just start killing everyone. But maybe Gribble like went to therapy after all the goblin camp and like the whole thing with the absolute, and then got therapy and then realized, you know, the errors of her ways and was like, hey, wait, I really like Gribble. So yeah, moral of the story is Gribble, own campaign. If you need inspiration, just call me. My number is on the back of my phone, so just call it. But yeah, after that tangent, let's get back to it. So yeah, afterwards I go ahead and I save Bolo. A very, you know, you just tell him to go back to your camp, he'll go there, and then you'll use him for like one thing, and that's about it. But it's actually really important, so I would always recommend to save Bolo, and then you talk to him about your worm in your head, because he'll give you something really good the next time you see him.
Once we've both slipped the goblin yoke. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
Yeah, so after this, you know, Bolo disappears. I'm gonna go now talk to the first leader of the Absolute in this goblin camp. And it is going to be my new companion. I'm actually really excited because I won't be using her that much. Because obviously this is a solo playthrough, but she's a really cool campaign that I've literally never used because I always side with the, you know, good people, and I eventually, like, I kill Priestess Gut and then I alerts everyone, so everyone wants to kill me, and so she just attacks me like right away and I don't even get to have dialogue with her. So this is actually new to me.
I ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
The true soul? Do not think that means we are equals, Jalok. Are you here to join my hunt?
Yeah, I think I am. Pretty much, like, I'm just trying to get her as a companion. And I definitely want to betray the people in the camp, because what have they ever done for me? Think about it. What have they ever done for me except, you know, be mean, first off, right? What else have they done? Let's make a checklist, right, guys? Okay, so let's make a checklist. Is the tieflings and druids really nice people? Okay, so first off, I get to the goblin camp, right? Or not the goblin camp. I get to their camp. I have to save them. I don't get any reward for saving them. I just get a pat on the back, basically, and then I'm told to start a coup within it. I'm told to save their leader, and I'm told to that they can't help me, and they don't even give me price reductions on any of their merchandise. So what's the point? What's the point of being nice to these people, right? Moral of the story is, I think the goblins are in the right, You know, like, I'm not an evil guy. I'm a very pragmatic man. And what have the goblins asked? All they've asked is for information. That's it. That's it. That's all I need to do is just give a little bit of information. The druids and the tieflings are so demanding. They're just like, do this for me, do that for me. Like, oh my goodness, man, you guys are killing me. I really wish there was an option right here where it was like, oh, I tortured the prisoner and they gave us this information.
Excellent. Now show it to me.
That'd be really cool.
Be my eyes.
Her mind enters yours, a splinter of ice piercing your memories. Tiefling faces flicker into view as she attempts to learn the grove's location.
I mean, like, personal spellings, you know. I would have gave you that information freely. I would have put it on your map, but, you know, whatever.
Retreat inside, joining the tieflings, and then smiles serenely.
What we do need to do, and I think I actually forget to do it in this playthrough, but I'm going to do it off screen, is real quick. I need to make sure they don't continue the ritual, because then when the goblins attack them, only the tieflings are there, and I don't want just the tieflings to die. I need the tieflings and druids to die. So I gotta do that real quick, because I think I forgot to while recording this, and then I remembered afterwards that I would need to do that in order to have all of them fight, which is fine. It's very easy. I just need to go pick up a piece of paper and then show it to Kalaga, and then she'll be like, "Oh man, you're right. I'll stop the ritual because I'm really cool." Not really, but she will.
In the Absolute's name. And then
in the Absolute's name, in the Father of the I'm not Catholic, so I don't know the saying, but it always cracks me up when people say it. But I don't know how to say it, because it cracks me. I don't remember, but
control yourself.
It's the funniest thing in the world.
You are as uncouth as the goblins. The slaughter at the grove.
You know, I don't even think that was. I thought I said that kind of low key, right?
You must make your way inside. Once I am in position, on your signal, we break them. And when they are dead, the Absolute will reward your faith. As will I.
See, that had some innuendos underneath it. That's rated R, okay, guys? So, if you do this, she gets rated R. Just want to let you guys know that. So be careful. After this, I'm just kind of like looking around, finding stuff. I then go over here to Halsin finally. It just instead of going up the ladder, you just go through the door instead, and you find Halsin in his bear form. He's only talking because I have animal speak. Oh no, I have mind reader on, so I could hear him. But normally he wouldn't be talking. And I'm over here instigating. I actually hate 3. 3 is my least favorite number. And you could stick it if you like 3, because 3 sucks. So I'm really hoping in this fight that 3 dies, because then I will be very happy. But you know, life is all about disappointments, and I'm usually disappointed in life. So I'm not gonna expect 3 to die at all. But I mean, this fight's honestly pretty easy because I have so many people on my side. So, you know, like the fight will just kind of go on by a little bit. I show a little bit more of the fight than I meant to, just because I thought it was gonna be over really quick. Like I was like, okay, there's so many of us, we're gonna just you know beat him up real quick. We're gonna all gang around him, like he's gonna exit his bear form. You know, like boom, boom, bang, you know. So I show this little beginning part of the fight. And I think I'll let you know like when I found out this was gonna take longer, and then I kind of did a jump skip because I was like, oh, okay, never mind. This is gonna take way longer than I thought it would. I'm not gonna watch this whole thing because that's a waste of my time. So, everyone's just kind of running around. Sadly, one died, okay, but not 3. 3 somehow got away. Like, I don't know if Halsin was just like, he heard me and was like, I'm going to make sure you don't have a good time. And, like, what a total jerk, right? Like, for doing that? I don't know. That just feels like a really scummy move to do. But, you know, he somehow lived, which is regrettable. But what are you going to do about it? So we're just going through the fight. You know, we're all gained up around him. So this is where I'm like, oh, okay, easy. Like we're about to just like destroy him next turn, you know. Like he's not even gonna get to do anything. And you'll see right now what happens, and it's just so sad. Because I was super confident. I was just stopping him from healing. That was like legit all I was doing. Was I was like, okay, like I don't need to do anything else, because as long as he can't heal, then he's not gonna be able to do anything. How wrong I was. Halsin is a really good companion. So yes, you know, you can see the fight. He finally exited out of his form. And this is where he uses Call Lightning. And I wasn't expecting that, like, at all. And so I said, huh.
Albeit a large one.
And then I skipped
Curious.
to the end. I guess after he used Call Lightning, he went in his bear form 2 more times, and we had to continue doing that. Luckily, we were like a few goblins were able to like survive, so it didn't matter. But it took way longer than I thought it was gonna. So I was just like, huh. So anyway, I did what any person would do. I put Halsin in a box because I want Halsin forever because he was such a strong guy, right? So I'm gonna put Halsin in my inventory, and then I'm gonna shove Halsin in a barrel, and then I'm going to send him back to my camp, right? Because anyone that I like isn't dead. They're just simply not alive at the moment. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they're just not alive at the moment. So we could bring them back to life, you know, because we're good people. And you know, it's like we're just really good people. And you know what we're doing is we're just letting Halsin sit back, relax, you know, so he's not killed during the raid. And then you know we'll just do a little, take his body and, you know, use it for ourselves. That doesn't matter. Afterwards, I just go down here. I push down this guy because I wanted to see what would happen. That was it. He actually goes up to the door, and it actually starts combat and lowers the gate, and he's fighting. He dies like instantly. But something I didn't notice because I was still in combat like after this was the spider started fighting the goblins. I was like, oh, I didn't know the spiders fought the goblins. I think even here I was still in combat, as you see the critical miss. I then go over here. I hate this guy, so I just shoot down his thing to kill him, because you know that guy's a nerd, for no reason whatsoever really. And then I go over here and I start talking to the final leader, the hobgoblin dude.
I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the absolute. Nothing. Must be reading it wrong.
You suck at magic.
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
Another drow true soul. As if there weren't enough of you.
You see? Goblins, bro. Racists.
He doesn't speak his
pretty much
next
everyone's
words,
racist to goblins,
yet they
or to
still
drow.
rattle your
It's
skull
so
from
sad,
within.
bro.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
I won't be doing that because if I talk to him, he's gonna say that I killed him for some reason because I didn't kill this guy. And that's just not. That's a no-go. So I shall not be doing that because then you're gonna steal my artifact. And you guys gotta understand, I'm not with the absolute.
This
I'm
mindflare's
using
build
the
is
absolute,
smaller. It's guard
right?
trainer.
Because
A
I want to
fearsome
rule.
creature even
I
in
want to
death,
be the leader of everyone.
not the
Because
one
I
that
want to
tormented
bring
you.
back our
Hitherto
great
roamed the
person. I
Nautilus.
can't remember his name. I think it's
It
Ball or
would have
something like
seen
that.
you,
I don't know. Not
known
important.
you,
But I want to be the person in charge. Not the absolute. Not a giant. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Not the absolute, because that's so lame. Like, why would I want to serve when I could be served? You know. So yes. So that's why I don't reveal that I have the thing, because that would be foolish.
Your skull sizzles with Ragslin's displeasure. His mouth is still, but you hear his demand.
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay.
Rude. You know, he like this guy has 0 hospitality. No people skills whatsoever. And then he belittles me by calling me boy. Like, this isn't Thor. I mean, not Thor. This isn't God of War. So wicked rude, you know. But you know, I digress. This guy is, you know, he's not a very well-spoken man. So obviously I take over his mind a little bit, just do a little cheeky, you know, take over the mind trick. And yeah, I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't find out that I was the murderer.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer.
Which I don't know how, because I don't remember killing this guy, but yeah, sure. I'm the killer. I'm the bad guy. Sure, let's go with that. You know, these people are ridiculous, thinking that I could ever do anything wrong, right? Like Donald J. Rump, he's a good guy. He's just misunderstood.
Then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
So yeah, so I just go through the motions, and I'm just trying to make sure he
is the Absolute.
Doesn't find out who the actual killer is, because that'd be bad for me.
He would never have asked. Then the creature speaks in visions. Curved drow blades, crude goblin torches, gnoll teeth dripping blood. You see other mind flayers arranged in a serene circle. Absolute unity. Absolute power.
Damn it! That tells me nothing!
You feel Ragslin's suspicions. He'd never have asked about his master.
I mean, would he have? I feel like he would. I feel like Ragslin's not the smartest goblin in the goblin drawer. Can't place. He's not a smart guy. That's what I'm getting at.
What did the killer want?
Ragslin's mind is clouded by doubt.
You know, I feel like that's a good question, though. I don't even know why Ragslin would be, like, bent out of shape on that. Because I feel like that was a good question to ask, regardless.
Give Yankee dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Get on the hunt. They know something.
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine.
Again, another really good question. I just feel like, you know, he's asking for too much. Like, he wants the Cthulhu monster to solve the mystery for him. That's so boring. Like, be a detective, bro. Don't be a
No.
I don't know. I don't even know what he would be.
Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat.
You see, this guy doesn't. I bet he would suck at Clue. You know, you guys, you ever look at someone and say, "Oh yeah, that person, he would be like awful at XYZ." This guy, he would suck at the game Clue. He would like guess first turn and be like, "How did I not get that right away?" Like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta. It's all about the hunt, the chase. It's not about knowing who it actually is, because that's not fulfilling. It's about finding out, looking for the motive and stuff like that. So this guy, he's not a Clue man. I can already tell. Unlike me, I played Clue with my family this weekend. I beat them twice, and then they didn't want to play anymore because they thought I was cheating. But you know, I just got my massive thick, juicy brain, and it's just so big. Afterwards, I go over here and I steal all the stuff in here. I just break down the door, you know me. I break the door and then I proceed to leave the goblin camp. I had to first like exit out of turn-based mode and then do it, which takes like 2 minutes to do, because I'm like trying to figure out like why I can't leave. And then my massive brain realizes that I'm still in turn-based mode, so I can't fast travel. So yeah, I fast travel. I go back to here, and I basically am going to get the last things I would get here, before I basically, you know, end these guys for the rest of their lives and stuff like that. So it's just, you know, finishing up anything, making sure I purchase all the items I want, and yeah, I mean, pretty much like it was just doing like a few little things, you know, just to make sure I had everything, and you know, I was ready to slay them. So yeah, you see me, I'm just talking to all the NPCs. I then go over here to take a long rest, because tomorrow morning is the big day. Obviously, I jump back a little bit so I can make sure that the Druids stay as well. But that's the only thing that really changes. For some reason, this chick
just in time.
enters my dreams,
You
and I
are
thought, oh my god,
transforming.
I'm in heaven. But apparently not. I apparently was not in heaven, for being such a good person. Apparently she was just in my mind, so I got kind of hostile because I realized that, you know, it wasn't me saving me, it was this person, which is like super rude of them to like save me without my consent. So yeah, so I'm just gonna be rude to them because I don't need no one. I don't need no man.
Don't worry.
I don't need to be saved. You need to be saved by me. That's Donald J. Rump's philosophy. So yeah, just going through this dialogue. She's talking about some boring stuff about friendship and all that. I don't know. She was talking about like the end of the world and how it's a great battle, and I'm just like, dude, I just want to go kill some people. And she starts like talking about like something super important, and I'm pretty sure my character just dozes off, and doesn't want to talk to them. And then I finally end this with my level up because I actually got to level 4. One more level and I'll get something good, but 2 more levels and I'll be like absolutely good. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Afterwards, I just kind of like get ready. Here is where I realized I need to jump back, and that's pretty much where we leave off because I'm like, oh, I messed up.